I'm beating up.
Three-stage responsibility.
There you go, there you go. You will get this thing, but typically, first let me tell you what I have. I am a martial arts specialist. I have the second dan in judo, which is in the Kodokan system, which is very strict, a Japanese sport. I can throw, break people's arms, and strangle them. Wow. So do not mess with me.
I love you.
And I have brown belt in jiu-jitsu, Japanese jiu-jitsu, and then I boxed and I did taekwondo and karate just to kind of do mixed martial arts. Loved it. Got a lot of the aggression. You get to beat up on people without really getting in trouble. So I was very good at it. I do have metal in my neck and screws and plates, and I definitely abuse my body tremendously with that, but hey. Would I do it differently? I would have probably let injuries heal a little bit longer, but I would have still fought like I would die before I give up. That's pretty much my way when I fight. When you are in this country right now especially, it's a little crazy, right? And it's scary at times. However, I believe if we're all going to live in fear, then it becomes even worse, and then to me the terrorists and all these bad people are winning. Right? So there's a lot of things that you can do before anything even happens. I see so many people doing things, and the phones, right? And maybe not this generation, but they're on the phones and walking around completely not paying attention to anything. Or they're just not aware, even when you're driving. When I see a car wanting to come over, I give them space to come over. A lot of people do, I'm in my car and I don't care and I don't see you. So that also goes towards the whole being safe. There's a lot of situations that you already would know what's going on before it actually happens. It does not just, somebody's not just going to jump out in the middle of the day with a bunch of people. But it will at a park at nighttime. There's a chance it's a lot greater. So there's certain things that we're going to go that are just, that gets you to not get into that situation at all. Okay? So be aware of your surroundings. Look, listen, and feel. Sometimes your gut will feel something is not right. But what do we do as humans? Oh, thank you. Ignore it. Let's just not even worry about it. What does even a lion do? A lion only will fight when it has food involved, his little girlfriends are involved, or they're being put into a corner. But if there's he doesn't have a bone in that fight, he's not going to go fight. He's going to run. He's going to run away. But we are, there we go. No, we're going to. So it's a lot about knowing what your surroundings are when you are going anywhere. Before you walk out of your house and building, have your keys in your hand. And, oh, my keys are
here.
Oh, perfect. Any keys will. Oh, those are my keys. Have them in the hand because here I am. Right? I'm not paying attention. Have your keys in your hand. I'm going to show you how you can make a weapon of that too. Because you're an easier target when you walk out and you are fumbling with your bag, etc., etc. It's not recommended putting your bag over even like a side. Just put it over your shoulder. Just don't put it hanging around your neck. Because when they grab that bag, let them grab it. Let them take it. Number 2, do not put your whole pay in there, cash and credit cards and your whole valuables. Some people are really bad about that. They have all their valuables in their bag. So just be I don't want you to become paranoid, but you should just become a little bit more like, okay, now if this bag is gone, would it be really bad or would it be not that bad? If you don't put too much in, if I'm going from point A to point B, what do I need? Do I need to take all that other stuff? There you go. So clean out what you don't need, because when that chance comes, let them take the bag. If possible, walk in pairs and not alone. Now, you're a widow. My dad, same thing. So, or friends, or daylight, right? Do not go to the ATM at nighttime. Whether it's during the day and there's not that many people, just wait or walk into the bank. There's just things that you could already prevent by just being aware of what you're doing, especially being alone. Okay? Don't be talking on your cell phone, not paying attention. That's another bad thing. People are completely oblivious of what's going around. So that's another thing that you become a victim very easily. When you get in your car, I see it happen here all the time. I close and I get in the car and then I see these legs sticking out and they're messing with something and it's 8 o'clock and it's dark. Oh my God, what an easy target is that? They're like halfway head out, an easy target. So if you do need to mess with your bag, close it, lock it, and then mess with what you get your keys. Well, you should have your keys because you got in the car. Or maybe you have one of those fingerprint things. If your gut tells it's unsafe, get out of there. Because your gut, we are bad, again, animals are a lot better. There was an FBI agent, CIA, and I have the book and I let somebody borrow it like 15 years ago and I don't know who got it and it was a really good book. And he did research on people who have been near-death experienced by attacks. Every one of them, and they survived, every one of them had a gut feeling. And they didn't listen to it. Or they did listen to it at one point and actually survived. An example. I have a big bag of groceries. I am walking to my house. This nice gentleman, good looking, nice suit, walks up and says, "Let me help you with that." You don't know him, never met him. But you're going, "Oh, he's so handsome, and he got a nice suit on." And so they take, and this actually was a true story in this book. The guy helps her in, he slams the door, and he slams it to the ground, blah, 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 blah. Then he kind of gets out, she gets out of there. So she was real smart. She listened. Her gut kind of told her, like, But she said, "Oh, he's so handsome, he's so nice and so respectful." She did get out. He was actually a mass murderer. Yeah, he was caught at one point, but he was one who had murdered. That's what he did. He just, people, because he was not looking like a thug or looking like a homeless guy, they were like, "Oh, he's good looking. Sure, you can bring my groceries inside the house." No, tell him no. Say, "Thank you very much, but I told God," I said, "God, if Jesus stands in front of my door, please have holes in his hands, holes in his feet, and a halo, because I'm one of those." That's my greatest fear. I slammed the door. Sorry, Jesus. God knows. I know. I am like, Same thing on the door. If you are going, if you don't have a little peephole and you can get one, go ahead and try. Now they have these, I saw it on the internet, no, on the commercials. It's this doorbell. Have you seen it? You can see it. And even when you're like here, and somebody goes, "Oh, what are you doing there?" Yeah. So look into stuff. There's so many things around that can keep you safe. Okay? Because unfortunately, this world has some people that don't have the best interest for you. Again, I'm kind of going by this list because I want you to remember some of these important. These are very important. Park in well-lit areas. If you are not sure, you go somewhere, don't park there. Don't park there. Just go somewhere and then say, "Listen, come pick me up." Or there are different ways. You have to kind of be a defender to keep yourself safe. Unfortunately, but when you're aware of all that, it's okay. It's just being aware again of your surroundings, right? When you're an avid walker runner, who does a lot of walking or running or jog on the road, outside? In town. Okay, but you're always two of you, right?
Yeah, sometimes
okay.
midnight.
Do you always go the same route?
No.
Good. See? Good. So you already, see, when you're getting into a habit, that's another thing. They look at habits. If you always do the same thing, first of all, for health purposes, it's better to challenge yourself by changing up routes. You get more out of it. but also for protection. If you always are coming at midnight, past in, they're going like, you know, they're like, and hopefully you don't have a whole cart with you or a big bag or anything like that.
Be aware of people around you.
That's right. Be aware. If people are just being aware of what's going around, you can feel when something don't feel right. And you feel when somebody is following you.
It's just like walking my dog, and there'll be cars outside with people sitting with them. So I'm very cautious of that. I'll let them know I see them sitting there, and even if I pass them, I'll look back to make sure they're still
That they
in
know
car.
that you're there.
Yeah,
That's
they know
right.
I'm paying
That's right.
attention.
And another thing, and I'll tell you a story. It was in Indiana, and I was pregnant, and I had a German Shepherd. And I was bad in the mornings to walk the same route. So, and this was in an area where there was no house, there was houses, and then there was this baseball park. And I walked around the thing, and then I would walk back to the house. And I'm telling you, I'm pregnant, maybe 4 months with my first child. And I have a big German Shepherd. Who would protect me? This beat-up van, like with the windows painted, like a big van, comes up, he parks, and he backs it up to the track. And I'm on the opposite side of the track. And of course, first I'm going, I am second grade then, you go ahead and try me, I'll kick you in the butt. But then I'm going, okay, I had such bad feeling in my gut. Then I'm going, okay, I got my German Shepherd. All they have to do is shoot him. Right? I could say, just poof, there it is, shoot him. So the van was there. This is how I'm impressed. I was only 25 or so it's been half my lifetime ago. So I crossed the field. I see it like it was yesterday. I crossed the field to go back, and I kept an eye, and I mean, I was away. I mean, it was like, it was a big field, right? It was a big field. So I'm keeping him in check, and I'm walking that way with my dog, and I walked pretty fast, and then I got on the road, and I got really quickly where houses were, and then he pulled out, and he drove next to me, and he gave me a look. Now, I'm telling you, a scary movie could have not scared me any more than the look that he gave me. I am convinced he was some kind of a serial killer. It was not. So whether he was or not, I was in a situation that I didn't feel comfortable. So why would I go walk past that van? Whether something's going to happen, let me see if it's really going to happen. No, I'm going, and I can defend myself. No, I just went, and there's been the same thing in an elevator in a parking garage. Guy walks in, whoop, and I walk out. I just had a really bad gut feeling, and it was action-reaction. Was he going to do something? I don't know, but I was not going to find out. Because that happens a lot of times in air. Where are you going to go in an elevator? Where are you going to go? So when you have a bad feeling, react to it and listen to it. All right. Majority of senior cell phones have a medical alert. When you are not comfortable and you really feel something is up, push the darn thing. They come for any other little thing. They come all over the place. Let them come. And then they have also these, now they have the alerts that you push that actually makes a sound to scare them off. Look into that, especially when you're alone. Like a little thing you can put in your keychain and go, woo, 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 or like it'll scare them. Right? Little things that you can do. So the personal alarm. It's called the personal alarm. You can do the pepper spray. Guns. I know some of you guys probably are packing right now. I come from a country where we are not supposed to have guns, and our shootings are honestly almost nil to zero. So I come from a country there, you know, you come here in the Wild Wild West, it's hard to take the guns away. But unless you're trained very well and you know how to react, and you train and stay active, be careful because you can take somebody's life and then, right? So that's your personal thing. I have these guns right here. The better shape you are, the better chance that you have, that they're not even going after you. Like in the wild, a predator will go for the weakest. They're not going to go for the strongest animal. They're going like, nope, nope, nope. Ah, that one right there. Already limping. So it's the same thing with if you're walking on the street, and you're walking, or anywhere, and you're walking like Eeyore. Or you're walking like this. They're different, right? It's just, and I'm the same person. Same person. It's all about trusting yourself and believing in yourself. A, you're going to look better too. You look better than. So you look better, it's better for your posture, and you look less like a target. Now, I know you're really waiting for this stuff right here, because now we're going to learn some little tricks. Little tricks to little small things. And Louise, if you would not mind.
I already passed it out.
Oh, you already did? The two of them?
Yeah.
Oh, man, she's ready. She's on the ball. Excellent. First of all, I'm going to show you keys. These are a lot of keys, but your keys can be a phenomenal defense, a weapon, but it also gives you, go ahead, make my day. So this has a lot of keys. So what I would do, and when I used to close late and it's uncomfortable, I would walk this way, I'm telling you, because I'll rip their darn eyeballs out. So when you're walking around, you have to do it that it's comfortable for you, that you have. So I have 1, 2, and a little one right there, right? And I'm walking to my car. I'm making this into a weapon. I can stab with it. When they grab me, I'm telling you, have you ever been stabbed by a key? Just stab yourself a little bit. It hurts! I can rip somebody's eyeball out. I can rip somebody's balls out. I can stab in the leg. I can swipe. I can stab. I can punch. I can do, but just having this in my hand, I feel good. Because I'm like, go ahead, make my day. Go ahead. You're having another attitude with being prepared. So this is a little bit too many keys. I would just like a car key. Now, if you have the key fob with that little stump thing on, put something else on there that's more sharper. The stump thing can still hurt somebody, but still not as good. All righty. So I need, actually, since you're, there you go. See? There you go. That's a better, can I use yours for a second? So he got the key fob, but then he has this. This is how I would, actually I would go right here. Right here in the middle. And this will give me, oh my goodness, I can rip. Be like Zorro, right? So this would be good, and they have a couple little keys on there. Even if it's to something, yes?
How about the other older people who's having problems in arthritis?
Yes, we're going to go, we'll work on right now. I would do the personal alarm, and I would still, so very good question. I don't know if you heard. What about the people who have the arthritis, right? It is hard. So I'm going to show you something that when I'm in a wheelchair and somebody's going to do something to me. And Louise, no, you can come with the daughter right there. Daughter, Sherry. I'm not going to hurt you too bad. All right, I'm in a wheelchair or I'm on a chair. Okay, so actually you're going to come right now from the back. So she's going to come from the back and just kind of put your hands on my shoulder right here. And she goes, and I don't know who this is. And so make sure it's not your beloved's child or husband before you put them on the ground. But I'm sitting here. Mainly you need to make sure your chair is locked, because when it's unlocked, it's harder to roll. So I'm just sitting, I'm watching. Somebody's coming and grabbing me, and I'm going to show you that they do a choke too. I grab here, and I'm turning away. And she will not be able to hold, she will not be able to hold that. I'm telling you. You turn right here. And I will not.
Okay, I just
she's pregnant, so I don't want to mess up the baby. The baby's going to cry when she hears my voice. All right, so right here, so now I'll do more of a choke, right? And I'll do standing, so I just want you to know it can be done out of a chair too, or out of a wheelchair. Grab, and believe it or not, when your fear comes in, your strength comes in, even if you have arthritic hands and adrenaline. So I have this, I grab her thumb, and I keep turning, and my finger is right there, and I keep turning, and then I help. And she cannot hold it. And I would do it like really hard, just break the arm.
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't have been messing with me anyway. So, same thing in standing position. And I will not throw you on the floor. But people will go to the ground.
Okay.
So now, same thing so you can see it a little bit better. This way, or let's go ahead and grab my neck from the back. So she's grabbing my neck, right? Like, oh God, Lord, what do I do? There's all kind of things I can do. But right now, just the thumb right here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. You can do all kinds. And I want you to try it in a little bit with yourself without hurting each other. First of all, when it hurts, you do a double tap. Double tap, not one tap. One tap, that might be, hey. Double tap means, no, that hurts, you need to stop right now. So when somebody, I'm going to let you practice, but when somebody's doing it and it already hurts right here, you go tap, tap. Right? You're not going to let them, I don't want you to walk out of here with hands tomorrow, you can't move. So now you say, okay, but now she's going to grab me with my, let me sit in the chair again. I'm in a chair, and they're like, no, they're going to grab me by my shoulders. Actually, like, you're going to grab me, or you're going to pick me out of my chair, like this. And she's grabbing my hands too, right here. So you got your head, right? Bam! And then bam, push out. If you can grab her hand, pull it down. But you need to not just sit there going, ah! You're going to go bam, bite if you can.
Yeah, bite.
Yes.
Biting. Don't fall on the floor. If you're like this, back here, they put in front, ah! You just bite them. You do, you scream, you are a vibe. They're going, oh my God, I thought this was an easy catch. Right? Same thing from standing. I just wanted to show you that out of a chair, and this is another thing when it's not on lock, a great way, have you ever been run into by those things?
Yeah.
They hurt. So you can go, what? You just find that and run into with your chair. So if that would be the case. But from a chair, it works also, or sitting in a chair. But she's going to do the same thing standing. And now I'm going to, and of course, the fitter you are, the more you can do, right? And she's like, oh my God, and I drop, and you lift. And it's like, hold it real tight.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way. I'm like an eel. Bam, bam, bam. Right? Bam, bam, bam. So, and then another thing, if she grabs, grab me. I'm already doing, I'm not going to wait till they have a good grip of me either. So it's all about action reaction. So that's one. Let me see here. Let me see if I can throw you a little bit more. All right. So now I'm just standing face to face. She grabs me by my wrist. Just one right now. So my natural reaction is to pull, right?
Yeah.
That is, it's a natural reaction. I have these 4 fingers that I'm fighting against. When I look at my thumb, her thumb, and the fingers, where would be the weakest link on her side? Thumb. So instead of going down, I go up. You go up. And you're like, oh my God, it works. It works with you too, whether you have arthritic hands or not. So you grab, but I cannot go pull and go, it's a quick. And then I have to get out of here. Because you cannot just stay, it's going to go boom. And now both arms, same thing. They grab me with both wrists. So my natural is like, oh my God, she got me. Boom. And it's crazy, isn't it? And I'm going to let you feel, and whoever wants to try, I want you to feel it, that it's a very easy release. But you have to believe in it. You go to the weakest link. Right? So one more time. She has me with both arms, and I don't care how good she got me. Now, when somebody has really big hands and they can wrap their hands a couple times around, it's when they grab, I have to go. It's when they really got a good grip and they wrap their finger around, your wrist is like this, and their hands are like this big. It is grab good. You have to react. You have to react. And just practice on your loved ones. It's great. And then the same thing is like, well, but if they grab me from, I go, ah, go and grab me the other way. Ah. So now, do I go up?
Go down.
No, I go down. Right. I go to the weakest link because I'm going, don't hurt me. And I'm going to hurt you. So, very important ones. And then the key, the cane. I figured somebody had a cane and thank God. Oh, love me a cane now. Love me a cane.
I love doing the bow for karate.
All right, I'm going to just show you one. I'm walking around, right? I'm walking around. She's going to grab me around my belly. Okay, like this, right? There you go. There you go. You did that thing right in there, bone. You did it. Bam, 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 bam. And she's not going to let go. I mean, she's not going to let go. You can lean into it. But the bone is really hard. Yeah. Oh! Like I didn't touch it.
It really works.
I got a big bruise. I'm going, I didn't touch it. That's how good I am.
It works.
That's how good I am. I can do it with my eyes. Go away. But you have your cane. They're holding you up anyway, so they don't need your cane. And I'm going to go, so go ahead. Now, she has the right on top, and I would really go to this side, because the one that was on top, but I'm going to hit this hard on there. They're going to go, oh my goodness. So, boom, release, and then you go, boom. Don't mess with me, boom, 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 boom. And then you just walk away. Now, if her left side is on, that's the only tricky one. If her left side, it's still to the top, but if you want to lean into it, you have to lean towards your left. But if you just hit it and dig in it, it will work. I'm telling you, you cannot train this. It's like, yeah, go ahead, I'll train this. It's like, look at how strong my outside of my hand is. Unless you literally get a beating, what some people do in martial arts, they desensitize this by hitting it literally. But typically those people are peaceful. So, alrighty. Now, I think that was one with the cane. Of course, they come at you and you have enough, typically with a cane, because Jerry said she can walk without a cane. You can block, right? You can block without a cane. And I can do all kind of things, but mainly right now, because then you'll get too confused. I'm here, they grab me from behind, boom. Dig in there, hit them, boom. Whatever you do, boom, boom, boom. Boom. However it works. And then, I think that's the one, the key, okay, and I'm going to show you, can I use your keys, please? Sure. Because mine is so many of them. And it's amazing how you can really do a lot of damage with this. So she grabs me, however you want to grab me. I can rip, stab, 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 rip, swipe, scream. Ooh. See how quickly that goes? It's so easy. And I was just like going like this. You have to be careful. God, Lord, you love mother of her child. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, Louise. I can do whatever I do. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just scrape. Do something. Do something with the key. They're going to let go. They're going to let go. And then,
like, you're crazy.
If you can, yes. Typically, if you are going to do something, they're already going like, okay. Ooh, and scream and be very aggressive.
You can also take your heel and kick into their leg and stamp on their feet.
And then when Jerry wears a little high heels, the stilettos, they're even better. When you have stilettos, and they grab you, go ahead and grab me. Yeah! Holding their foot! Weapon! Yes, and it doesn't have to be stiletto. Just a hard heel will work already. Just a shoe will work.
And also on your chain, if they come at you, you take and you stab from the...
Absolutely!
And also, if they come too close, you take it up. You take the cane this way, middle under the chin.
Oh, yeah.
Look at her! Don't be messing with no Jerry now! Don't be messing with Jerry! Jerry knows what to do. You're down, bam! Oh my God! There you go. And then there's probably one of the handles be a knife in there. Like Batman. Mainly, all fun aside, it's all about your presence. It's all about your awareness. And they're coming in your space. They're coming in your space. And I have told many people before, if I have to defend myself, I'm not going to go, oh, let me not use too much force. Yes, I'm going to use excess force to get your butt on the floor and, I mean, out of commission. Because they shouldn't have been messing with me in the first place. And they should not be messing with you. Right? Especially not you. So, the fitter you are, so you guys are already doing great because you're here at the Y. You're doing stuff. But your friends who are not fit, tell them they need to learn, they need to do some things to get stronger, or just give them the list to be aware to not put themselves in those situations. And then, you know, rarely those situations are still going to happen. But it's very rarely. It's most of the time people who are, oh, it's okay for me to run to the ATM tonight because I need that money for tomorrow to give or whatever. Don't. Oh, I take all my belongings in my bag, hanging around my neck, and I'm going to go to Food Line. You know, no. Take what you need. Don't hang it around your neck, because when they grab it, when they have, you know, you're going to go down. You're going to be out of commission very quickly. Let them take it. Let them take it. If they want it that badly. Just make sure it's not very important things in your bag. And if you do have it, spread them out. Like when you travel, I have my important things in one and some other in different areas. But most of the time with me. Most of the time with me. Like in my one purse and other, like especially when it's jewelry that means a lot to me. I don't put them all in one little baggie in one, and definitely not on the plane, under the plane. That's my stuff there, my candies and my whatevers, yes.
Our daughter learned to be careful about what you put in the trunk of your car.
Yes.
They were in San Francisco, very busy street, parked in a Honest Park deal, opened up the trunk, put some valuables, including a camera stuff, closed the trunk, and walked away. Very busy street in front of a store that had people coming in and out. Somebody broke their trunk, they get in the car, ripped them off, when they came back, it was gone.
Yeah. Thank you for mentioning
Because they
that.
did it
Because
in
people,
the street too. You can't do it in front of everybody.
no, and the people do it here at the Y. They're like, oh, we know not to bring valuables in the Y or to lock them up, right? We know that. So let me go ahead and put it in the trunk. And they're getting out, and again, they put the purse. Oh, let me put it in the trunk. And they go in the trunk, and then they go, and then somebody broke the window. So, yes, people see it, and believe it or not, people are scouting. They're scouting when they're even here, not just at the Y. It's also at that parking lot. It's also at Walmart. It's also at Harris Teeter. There's people that truthfully have nothing, and they will do anything to get whatever they need to get, from food or drugs or whatever. And they're watching you. They're watching you. So if you're going to put your bag in the trunk, do it at your house. Right? Well, not that people see you there, but do it at your house. Go ahead and stick it where you were supposed to stick it. And then when you come here, take your other bag out. And in that, don't put so much in there. Because people come and they say, oh, they stole my wallet out of my locker. Was it locked? No, but I stuck it under my pants. Yeah, sorry. No, believe it or not, Louise can tell you, this happens a lot. I had $300 in. Why? First of all, why do you have that much money coming to the Y? And why if you truthfully have no lock, no nothing, well, you could have bought a lock if you have $300, but we will keep it for you behind the front desk. I mean, there's ways, but people don't think, just because we don't want this world to be this way, this world has been this way forever. This world has been this way forever.
It's not just your money, like jackets.
Jackets, that's right. Shoes. Some people have, truthfully enough, they see that your jacket's really nice. They'll take that. Any questions?
I will tell you just one quick funny story. It does happen, but there is truly, sometimes there is an accident that happens where someone takes a bag home because it looks like their bag, and they go home, and they unzip it, and it's not theirs. So if you lose something, go to the front desk, tell them what you've lost, keep your name and number, we'll look for it, keep it in mind for a couple days. If it comes back, we can at least call you and tell you.
We had a lady look for the keys the other day, and we looked all over, and I figured, and she's never lost her keys, and I was like, We looked, and I had a feeling something was up. So I finally figured out. She was a pickleball, she picked up the gray jackets were exactly the same. She picked up a gray jacket, and it didn't have her keys, because her jacket was still in the gym. So they found out after about a half hour, they went back in there looking, and she goes, oh, well, they're the same jackets. And then she said, let me see, and her keys were in her jacket. So, and that's here. I just, do you understand how I sometimes am amazed how oblivious people are when they're in this world? And not just for self-defense. When I see somebody that needs help with opening the door, I help to open the door. That's how I was brought up. It's like it's not just Esther's world. It's everybody's world, and everybody's part of it. And I am aware of that, but I'm also aware of that. We had a couple of kids come in, young men come in on Friday 2 weeks ago, and I could smell. They were up to no good. I could smell. It was like 20 till 8. We closed at 8. They came in with their whatever food. And they come in, and I was up front, and I helped. I said, can I help you? And they said, oh, yeah, this, because the kid wanted to scan all his buddies in with one card, right? So, and I go, whoa, 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 and I'm being nice. And I said, what's your name? When is your birthday? All right. I don't want to know the birthday of the membership that works. I want to know your birthday. And he said, and he says, I'm just not sure. Well, let me check it out. You are right. It is not current anymore. And then the other two, they were up to no good. Whether they were going to come in here and do nothing, there was 20 till 8. It was, you know, you have to just be aware. I was being nice. I knew. I gave, first of all, if they would have been members, guess what? They would have been let in. Or if they would have been guests the correct way, they wouldn't have let in. It's all about being aware of what's going on, helping people, give them respect. I gave them respect. Just because I already kind of knew they were not, that doesn't mean. I gave them respect. They were respectful to me. I was thinking about their birthday. I love it when they don't know their birthday. Like, I want your birthday, darn it. Yes, Miss Christine.
Do you do any self-defense classes?
I did, and I might do one just at one time for that we can go into more and that you can feel. Because today I know, and she told me the time I had, and I'm going, oh my God, Louise, this is like a longer program. That's why I noticed that it's already going over again on this one. So let me do this. Let me talk with Louise, and then with this group, we will set up one time, truthfully a time that we are going to do things. Okay, that you're actually doing. This was more a presentation of you learning some things that you can do. You can still practice them at home. But time-wise, or if you want me to show you after we're done, I'm more than welcome to do so. But let me, with this group, do a session and teach you and get you to feel how it really works. Because it looks like it's like, oh yeah, that's a trick. No, it's not a trick. It works. It works. You go for the weakest links. And that's how self-defense works. But you can protect yourself most of the time by knowing what's going on. I know when there's a fight going to happen long before the fight happens in the Y. I am the one who breaks up the fights. But I break them up way before they start because I can feel it. Because I'm aware. And they say, oh, we're not. Yeah, I don't care. It will lead up to that. I promise you. I've been with the Y almost 22 years. It will lead up eventually to a fight when they start getting a certain kind of a... But again, I've done this for many, many years. I've trained very, very hard. and I still stay in it at the Y just as being the, you know, keeping the peacemaker. Don't mess with me now! Well, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you, I will let you know, we'll talk to Louise, and it might be in a couple of months, because I am real busy with the triathlon also. So it might be after May 6th. Yes, and I open for questions.
One of the things that we do when we go someplace in Redeemer, we lost a very lovely coat one time. But we leave our name and our phone number and address in the coat. I have calling cards, so I leave it in the coat.
Okay.
Putting your name and just your phone number even inside your belongings.
Helps.
If you picked up the wrong coat, or
Yeah.
you left the Y and you had your coat on, at least your coat has your name in it.
I would prefer name and phone number. I'm not sure if you said address. I would not put address on there, just call. I don't want nobody to know where I live unless they ask me and I know that they. So calling card, like your call and your name. That's what I think you did say. So yeah, very good. That's right. Because I mean, people lose stuff. People forget stuff sometimes. Any other questions? Yes.
I have a question, but there's a few times when I got out of my car to walk in here, people would have their pocketbooks just laying on the front seat.
Yes!
Yeah.
And where do you go? It's like, I want to do that with V8. You know how they go like,
Oh, yeah.
like
Talking.
because it's like, oh my God, calling card, let's break in because the purse is right there in the front seat. Yes, it's
You see it on.
Same thing in the grocery store, the women leave their purses.
Yes!
I don't understand.
in the Netherlands, if you do that, you go in, and I don't know if it's in Germany that way. Netherlands do not do this. They have the purse there, and they go like this. Well, in the Netherlands, it's gone. Here it's like they go all the way to the milk aisle, you know. And in the States, a lot of times there, but it's common sense is not very common, I have found out. Any other questions? I appreciate your attention. We will come back one time and we'll do a little session that we actually are going to hit each other, throw each other, and strangle each other. Give yourself a big hand. Thank you.